Today, I'm crossing something off my Disney bucket list that's been on there for over a decade. I'm so excited. Hey man fam, today I'm at Disney's Animal Kingdom and I'm literally so excited I could scream, and I'm here to do Wild Africa Trek. This is a 3-hour experience, exclusive safari experience, and it's been around since 2011, and somehow, even though Animal Kingdom is my favorite park and I go to Disney World multiple times a week, I've never done this. So today we're starting a brand new series, the Disney Bucket List series, where we do unique and niche experiences around Disney and beyond, and I'm so excited this is the first one. Let's get to Africa. Like I said, Wild Africa Trek is a 3-hour guided safari tour that gives you exclusive access to certain areas on the safari and some unique experiences you can't get any other way. The tour steps off several times a day and the cost is $199 per person. There are some discounts though for Disney Vacation Club and annual pass, so I paid a little bit less than that to do it today. You must be at least 8 years old and 48 inches tall to do the tour, and anyone under 18 does have to have an adult with them. It's also worth noting that closed-toed shoes are required on the tour, and pants versus dresses or skirts are highly recommended. I also know I'm not going to be able to bring my camera on the tour because anything you bring has to be able to attach to you. So I'm going to be using my phone and this cool lanyard, so hopefully that works out. Check-in for the tour is right here outside of the Kilimanjaro Safari's entrance. You will see the Animal Tours kiosk right here. You can just check in about 10-15 minutes prior to the tour with a cast member. Okay, I'm all checked in. She let me know that the first bathroom break is 2 hours into the tour, so gonna go take care of that. She also made sure that I didn't have any dietary restrictions because there are some snacks that are given out on the tour, some African snacks. She asked if I was an expected mother because they have to do something different with the harness. She also let me know they are gonna weigh me, which, but because there is a weight limit of 300 pounds. And she made sure that she checked my ID, and I'm all checked in. I'm literally so excited.
Guides for the next 3 hours of adventure. As your guides, we are going to be answering any questions that you have, giving you all of our favorite animal information along the way, keeping you safe, acting as your personal paparazzi, and more. So I did attach some listening gear to you as you were getting harnessed up there. Now this is not the only equipment that's coming with us today. Rachel is starting off with our other equipment.
So I do have our other piece of technology, and it's going to be our camera. So like Ashley said, we are going to be your personal paparazzi today. So don't mind us if we do ask you to stand in a particular spot so we can capture the best photo of you. We'll be taking photos of you, of the animals, hopefully fingers crossed, toes crossed, paws crossed, photos of you, the animals in the background. I don't know. We also take requests, so if there's something that you really want a photo of, please feel free to let us know. But know that we're also going to be taking lots of photos of you along the way, and we'll explain exactly how to get those at the very end, because we got some adventuring to do. You'll probably forget it.
We're all geared up and we're headed on the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Toured through the first part of Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, and we learned some fun facts, and now we're headed off on a private trail. Started walking on the private trail and I realized it was a little bit rockier than I expected. It certainly wasn't a really hard hike by any means, but it also certainly wasn't a smooth surface. We had to go up a few stairs, and then our guides gave us a few safety tips about how to use our equipment.
I want you to go ahead and look down at it and make sure that this golden barrel is facing your zipper. If you look left, it should be, if you look down, it should be facing left. And I want you to go ahead and put your one hand on the flat silver part. The other hand, you can make some pincher claws. Grab onto the golden barrel.
And then it was time to say hello to our first encounter with our first animal, the hippo. We clipped into some safety bungee devices and then were allowed to walk out on an overlook in the hippo enclosure. It was really cool overlooking the water. There were 2 hippos in there, and one of the animal keepers came in and called the hippos over using a bucket. She banged on a bucket, and one of the hippos decided to come over and see if he could get some snacks. The animal keeper talked all about how the animals at Walt Disney World only get positive reinforcement. There's no negative reinforcement. So if the hippos want to come over and get a snack, they're more than welcome to. But if they don't want to, well, then They're hippos, they can do what they want. She also talked about how the snacks they were getting were just bonus extra snacks. It wasn't like their food for the day or anything. And we learned all about the hippos in the pool. It was a really cool experience to learn about my buddy Hans there and his tooth that was all messed up. We learned a little bit more about how they take care of the animals, and it was just a really neat experience to stand there and stare at these hippos. After spending a few minutes with the hippos, we got unhooked and then continued to walk through the reserve to the signature event of the Wild Africa Trek, which is the bridge crossing where you go over the hippo pool and the crocodiles underneath your feet. Crocodiles are down there. We just got up close and personal with the hippos, and now I'm looking at a bridge, and it's going over croc territory.
That's good. That theme also extends to our bridge. So you will notice that a couple of planks are missing.
Okay, we are on the bridge now. Don't want to fall. It's all safe, don't worry. But it is a little rickety when you're out here and looking at crocodiles. We're going over the hippos first. Oh my God, there's a hippo right there. Oh my God, I am above a hippo. Ah! This is the girl hippo pool they were telling me. I'm gonna let her pass right under my feet as I stand on this lone. Look at that. Look at this. I'm literally on a rickety bridge and there's a hippo passing under me. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, look at them all. Oh, they're like playing. Okay, this is awesome. Look at them. They're like right here. They're right here. This is the coolest thing I've ever done in Disney World. Look at that hippo. Okay, that was like the coolest thing I've ever done in Disney World. All the hippos were like going right under. It's so beautiful. Now we're going over the crocodiles, which makes me a little more nervous than the hippos. Although I've been on safari enough to know that the hippos are the most dangerous animal in Africa, so maybe I should be less scared to go over the crocodiles. After the bridge walk, which was amazing, we got to get up close and personal with the crocodiles as well. Well, not too up close and personal. We were bungeed in just like the hippos, and don't worry, you're completely safe. They cannot get near you. We had an animal keeper come talk to us, although we didn't get to watch a feeding demonstration with the crocodiles. I'm assuming that's maybe not as pretty or family friendly as the hippos, especially considering guests on the safaris drive past you as well. We learned that all the crocodiles in the animal kingdom are male because they don't want any little baby crocodiles right now. And because they're all male, sometimes, as boys do, they get in little scuffles, which is why a couple of the crocodiles had some battle wounds you could see. We learned a lot about how they care for the crocodiles at Animal Kingdom, how they've updated the habitat to add more water or add more beach so that the crocodiles are all happy. And it was really interesting. Crocodiles are an animal that do terrify me. Yes, I'm a big fan of sharks and snakes, but I am terrified of crocodiles. However, it was really, really cool getting that up close and personal with them and learning more about them. I don't think I need to get any closer though. We're about halfway through the experience, but we have taken off our gear, and now we are getting on a private truck to head out to the savannah. Hello, Jumbo.
So, if you're going to give yourself an that are what we're going to call Disney real, that are out here. So things like the termite mounds, rocks, falling logs, all of those things are hiding other things. So I'm going to see if anybody has any guesses on any of those things as we come through. Collie cows are our only domesticated animal on the savannah, but you would still find that features these guys if you want to know more about them. There is an episode on season 1 though. Today you might get a chance to see our 2 spotted hyenas, when the dogs go inside to get their dinner and go to the exact same habitat. So a lot of times people will come on and think that those are the hyenas. No, we got some of our Maasai giraffes who are coming into view here on the driver's side. Springboks are the third fastest land animal, so they are very quick. Of course, number 1 is the cheetah. Does anybody know what number 2 is? The pronghorn antelope out west.
Hi.
And they do have to fully go over and stick their head in and check it out to see if any grain is dropped. And it does happen at different times every day. They do usually prefer puddles in the road. You know, what can they do? But that is a giraffe hydrangerer there for them. My favorite. Yeah, and this giraffe standing right next kind of a front.
They're so pretty.
Bird closet. Yeah, very nice baobab bird closet.
Hello.
Anybody has seen the Magic of Disney's animals? How do you tell them apart? That is a loaded question. With Kenya, though, it's her mane. I look at her mane. It is stick straight, almost like a razor blade's edge sharp, and it's longer than everybody else's. Giraffe who's crossing the road right now, I can just tell by her face. Like she just has a different face to me. So, but yeah.
After our private safari and up close and personal time with the giraffes, which was amazing, as someone who loves Kilimanjaro safaris, being able to be out there and actually stop the vehicle and look at the giraffes and just sit there and watch them and learn some cool facts about the giraffes and the safari itself. We drove up to this beautiful boma that only a few guests get to eat at every single day, and it had an overlook where you could see the giraffes and the wildebeest and the other antelope, as well as the flamingos and the elephants. It was absolutely stunning and so peaceful, and it's places like this that truly make you forget you're in a theme park when you're in Animal Kingdom. This beautiful boma is also where we got to enjoy our snack, but it was actually pretty hefty. I considered it a nice light lunch. We each received a tiffin, which is an African word for lunchbox. Yes, that is why the restaurant's called that. And it was double layered full of African snacks. We also got to choose a beverage. There was water, there was the famous pog juice or jungle juice as they call it at Animal Kingdom, as well as tea since it was a little bit chilly this day. Inside our tiffin, there were quite a few options. There was prosciutto and mozzarella, as well as some fresh red pepper hummus that's made in-house every day with some pita, as well as an olive and pickles salad. And then in the other layer, there was some tandoori shrimp with onion and cucumber, which is called kojambari. Sorry for my pronunciation. There was a fruit salad with a light glaze. There was also a harissa chicken salad wrap and a dessert bar. All of the food is made at Tusker House, fresh every day just for the tour, except for the granola bar, which was made by Tiffin's. Dug right into that prosciutto and mozzarella, and it was fantastic. Nothing extraordinary as far as flavor goes, but I'll never turn down meat and cheese. The red pepper hummus was excellent as well. You could definitely tell it was house made. Could have used a little bit more pita, but no shame, I will eat meat and cheese without any kind of cracker. The fruit was fresh, had a little bit sweetness from the glaze, and the olives and pickles had a nice crunch to them. My favorite thing, however, besides the cheese, was the harissa chicken salad wrap. It was really creamy and delicious. Couple of those African spices, not anything too hot, just a little bit of that kind of curry, harissa, cumin, very delicious. I also really enjoyed the tandoori shrimp with the onion and cucumber. The onion cucumber added a crisp freshness to the dish, had a little bit of spice. It was excellent. I wish I could get this food on a regular basis. I also loved the dessert bar. It wasn't super sweet. It was kind of like a slightly sweet granola bar. It had some oatmeal in it, it had some maple in it, and I asked the cast members what flavor it was, and they said they make a new one every day. It's just whatever the chefs are feeling like. So that was an awesome addition to the tour.
But it's enough where they can lay a little teeny tiny egg right on top of the doorway, and then Mama Bird can still fit to sit on top of it.
Aww. Just had a most excellent snack out here on the Savannah. This is like so beautiful. Got some pictures taken, and now we're getting back on the truck.
I was just testing it to see like where I can build on them. But when it comes to flamingos, they pretty much are a very, very social bird. Yeah. Now we have two of my favorite animals out here on the reserve. We have some southern and white rhinos. Now this is definitely a mom and a baby right here. We actually have 3 calves here on the Savannah. How would you keep a rhino like birds or not? So they communicate a lot through smell. They actually create these called mittens. It's essentially like a big social media for the driver's side. And these are 2 of the females hanging out. It looks like one
She might have some enrichment in this rock right
I
now.
think she really
found
might have
something.
chickens right there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
She's so
She just uses
pretty.
her mouth for it. Usually it'll go kind of like full length for another time of year. There's Sakari on the far right, the little tuft of mane sticking up. But it's actually a collection of runoff blood from the diet that we will collect.
Just chilling.
Blood samples. This is very fun. And they will enjoy it. He actually arrived with a bottle of Calvin Klein's Obsession. And his keepers who arrived with him to get him accustomed to life here at Animal Kingdom.
What's his bracelet?
That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked. He's all across the nation with different rhinos, and we're tracking how they use their habitat, when they're most active.
Asante Sana, Caitlin! This has been just the coolest. We just got like a private safari where they actually stopped and let us get up and get closer to the animals. Not like too close, but you know what I mean. And we got to learn all kinds of fun facts about them. You know, I love a fun fact. My favorite fun fact I just learned is that hyenas love poop. And you know I like the hyenas, and one of the hyenas just had his 18th birthday, and their favorite kind of poop is rhino poop. And he got a charcuterie board, if you will, of every different rhino's poop for his birthday. What a gift. Also, they had goats born recently, and all of the goats were named after actual goats. So there's like a Tom Brady goat now, and a Simone Biles goat, which is genius. We also learned an enhancement to a fun fact I've shared before, which is how they separate the animals from each other as well as the guests. You may remember from the Secrets of Animal Kingdom's most popular ride video I did, I talked about this with Kilimanjaro Safaris, that the lions and cheetahs, for example, are actually a ditch and a ravine away from you that they can't jump over. So that way they can't get to you. But I also learned that just to triple check that those were safe, that in case an animal fell down into it, could it crawl out of it? They had professional rock climbers come into the park to see if they could scale up those rock walls, and they could not. I assume the lions and cheetahs weren't in there while they were trying to scale it, but that would provide certain motivations. These are my fabulous safari guides, Rachel and Ashley. Can you tell everyone your favorite animal?
Spotted hyena
Good answer.
and a southern white rhino.
All right, that's still a good answer, but I do like the hyena better. Thank you guys, it was so much fun.
It was our pleasure. Goodbye.
Wrapped up my Wild Africa trek, got to keep the water bottle. I'm a big fan of that. They also gave us a photo pass card. They said it could take 24 to 48 hours for all the photos to link up. One of the cool things of going on the tour is that they had a camera with them at all times. They were taking candid pictures of us as we were looking at the animals, posed pictures of us with the animals, pictures of just the animals themselves, us on the bridge. So you get all of those photos included with purchasing the tour. So that's a nice take home from the event as well. It's probably gonna come as no surprise to you that I loved Wild Africa Trek. I am so glad I finally got to do it. It lived up to everything I had hoped for in my dreams. Walking across that bridge in a very quiet, serene Animal Kingdom, looking down on the hippos and the crocodiles is one of the coolest things I've ever done in a theme park. Plus that meal out on the Boma was really, really good. I'm sad I can't get that food anywhere else. And it just felt very surreal and very much like you were in another country. As someone who's been to South Africa and won't stop talking about it, it felt very much like you were truly out in the wild with the elephants and the giraffes, and it was really lovely. Our guides were excellent. They knew tons of animal facts. They were very funny and like very good tour guides. Plus having that small intimate group, it was only about 10 of us. You really got some personal time talking to the guides. The safari was amazing because they would stop and let you take great pictures. It was really, really a cool experience. All of that said, I know it's a very expensive experience at $200 per person. That's a lot, especially if you start adding up multiple people in your family. And I don't know that this is for everyone. I'm clearly the target market for something like this. I love Animal Kingdom, I love wild animals, and I am lucky enough to come to Disney World all the time, so I was ready to do something new and exciting that I'd never done before. If you've never been to Disney World before, I don't know if this is an experience you should do. It's 3 hours out of your Animal Kingdom day that you could be seeing Festival of the Lion King, you could be riding Expedition Everest, Dinosaur, going on Kilimanjaro safaris. However, if you are someone with, especially older kids, I would say, teenagers, adults, if you like shows like The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom, which, side note, we actually saw some of the giraffes that were on the show and I was like a little starstruck by them. But if you like National Geographic, if you like safari animals, if you like new and different experiences and you've been to Disney many, many times, maybe it's a celebratory vacation, I think this is a really cool experience, and to me, it was so fun, and it was worth the experience for me. Everyone in my group seemed to have the same opinion too. Everybody walked off of that just enamored with the experience. Well, that is a wrap on the first episode of our new theme park bucket list series. Big thank you to the team at Wild Africa Trek, Ashley, Rachel, Caitlin, Dominic, Jason. You guys were awesome. You totally made the tour so incredible. So big shout out to the cast members over there. What other theme park experiences do you want to see us do as part of our theme park bucket list? Let us know down in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, follow us on social media. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly, and it's been so incredibly magical. Now go watch The Best Kept Secrets of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Bye.